Hello, everyone. Welcome to Origami Hour with Finn's Place. Today, we're going to be showing you an activity that we have inside Finn's Place. This is an origami journal, and so it goes. Sorry, so it goes through different origami instructions, and it also has a ton of super fun origami paper in here. You'll notice that the edges are perforated so that you can tear it out nice and easy, which I have already done with this one. Magic. So we're going to get started with one of my favorite designs, which is a diamond star. The reason it's one of my favorite is because you can glue it to each other to make a super cool modular origami. I've used them as sort of a bowl for things before. So let me walk you through how to do it. First, take your paper. How it goes. We're going to start where you see the white side, I'm pretty sure. Yes. Okay. So first things first, you want to make your base. This says mount and fold. I'm not going to listen to it. So, this just means what you're going to want to do, and everyone can do it in their own time, is you want to fold it in half horizontally and then fold it in half vertically. So it didn't matter if you started vertically. I feel like I'm giving my laptop a hug. Ooh, you can see how greasy my fingers are.
It's just cornstarch.
Real cute. And then you're going to fold along the diagonal lines, and you just want a nice, fun base with all the lines. All the lines. Oh. They want us doing mountain folds because they have us starting on this side, but I'm like, I don't want to do that. I want to fold. I prefer valley folds because I think it's just easier to fold the paper over as opposed to this where you pick it up and fold it over.
Yeah.
It's not. Point is, if you can see the design, you want it to be mountain. If you see the lines, you want it to be, and maybe you don't have a lined origami paper. That's totally fine. Lines are weird. It's just because it's also a journal.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like a literal journal. Not that anyone's using it. You're welcome to if you want to like just write some stuff and pass some notes in class since we're going back to school. Okay, so now that you've got your line side facing you, you've got this beautiful line in the middle. Oh, see the lines on this camera. See the beautiful line in the middle? You can see it now because I've got it kind of. You're going to take the edges and fold them in to this beautiful line in the middle so that they kiss. Mwah. All right, once you've got this nice creased, you're going to take, let's start at the top. You're going to take here, and you've got this nice little line in the middle. You're going to take the top, and you're going to fold it into the middle. So you're going to make a very tiny square.
Tiny square. That was you in junior high.
You went on a journey.
Square.
Flip, flip, flip. So we've just kind of taken all the outside edges and folded them in to make a very small. Okay, so now when you unfold it, you've still got this little fold right here. You're going to use that to help you, and you're going to come out like this. So to show you that again, you want this fold to become the new outside fold. So you'll see that it naturally folds along a crease that you've already got right here from your diagonal fold. Fold it out to make a nice little triangle, and then just bring it down on top of that little triangle. So when you open it, it should look like this, but we want it closed, like this.
So like this?
Exactamundo. So when you open it, it's got a nice little, you can see the creases, and then you go boop.
I almost had like the Star Wars origami book thingy, and I think this is how you make Darth Vader.
That makes sense. This is very popular for lots of things. If you want to make a t-shirt, you generally do this. There are other things, but I can only remember the t-shirt right now. Okay, you've done that.
Mm-hmm.
Do it again. Number one rule of origami. Do it again. Yes. So, for those of you that are watching along at home, again, actually, I'm going to flip this over because it's easier to see this way. You're going to go, just open it up. Ka-chow. So now you've got a nice little shape. I think it's a hexagon. Yes, it's a hexagon, but it's divided in the middle. Like a hot dog. All right. Okay. Now, here's where the first time you're going to fight some of the folds that you've already made. You are going to take this. Okay, so just to show everyone again. You've got a little triangle here. Ignore the rest of this. Hold it flat. You're just going to stick your little thumb in and do a squash fold to make another square, but a more different square.
I'm starting to notice a theme in origami.
Make a more different square. Or a more different triangle.
Make the same square just on the other side and backwards.
Guess what, friends? Do it again on the other side and the other side and the other side until you have 4 and a square made of 4 squares. How many squares is it total? If we
3.
5.
How many rectangles is it?
17.
So many rectangles. Especially if you consider a square to also be a rectangle, which you should.
Mm-hmm.
Other people who don't.
I don't think so. Post in the comments if you don't believe a square is a rectangle. Okay, so you've got your little square made of squares.
Oh, one more.
All right, for those of you that have made a swan before, you're going to recognize this next part. It is known as a squash fold, and it is very, very popular. So you're going to take the little corners of your tiny squares and bring them up to this middle line. And this is how you get that nice diamond shape. So make sure it's nice and creased, nice and creased. You're just making a little kite. And guess what? Just keep doing it. Just keep doing it until we're all flying kites. Kites for everyone.
Kite Man.
Yeah. Have you watched the new spin-off?
Not yet. We're still trying to make it through the latest season of Harley Quinn.
Yeah, I haven't watched the spin-off either. Because I've gotten to the point where I refuse to like watch TV shows a little at a time. If I can't watch it all at once, then I don't want anything to do with it. The only exception is Dropout.
Based.
Which, did you see the last episode of Thousand Airs? Because that was...
I don't think so. I think I've been a little behind.
We are not sponsored by Dropout, but if you want to sponsor us, I will cry. But like good tears, like happy tears. Finn's Place. Not sponsored by Dropout.
Brendan Lee Mulligan, if you're listening to this, I will do so much unpaid labor. You have no idea.
Let's go fly a kite. Okay. So you've got your kites. Once you've got your kites, now here is something that's a little different from the usual crane fold. However, it can be the same as the crane fold. It doesn't matter. Normally for a crane fold, you're going to fold over to make a little envelope. For this, if you want to make it modular, I highly recommend you fold back. So now you can't see it. It's hidden. Hide the triangle. We're playing a game of hide the triangle. Very normal game. Everyone's favorite game of hide the triangle. Squash, 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 squash. Squash, 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 squash. Squash, 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 squash. Squash, 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 squash. Now you've got a very pretty octagon.
Indeed.
I agree. I would be happy with just this.
Yeah, it's a very nice octagon. Okay. So now you've got all your creases super ready. So what do we do for the crane? We unfold and we make our diamond. This is the diamond in the name Diamond Star, which is what this is called. So just go around, unfold your kite, fold down at the little creases you've already made with your squashing.
Like that.
Oh my gosh, I can tell I'm moving too fast because I'm all blurry on the camera.
Okay.
Okay.
That
See?
corner doesn't want to work
Got
with
it.
me.
We're just getting a little torn at the corners. That's okay.
That's okay. All right. So, for those of you that are like, how would I turn this into a modular origami? It's important to remember some modular origami requires glue, some does not. This is one of the ones that requires glue and therefore is not technically origami. I know there's another word for it, but I don't care. So for an example of how what you would do is you've got this kite shape right here and you've got this kite shape right here, and you would just glue together here, and it would take 6 total. So if you would give me yours as an example. One thing that's important to note is you will need to open these up, which makes it look a little bit more like a flower and less like a star, which is what it's called. So you put like 3, and you've got like a fun little ball. Or you can put all 6 and make a ball. And that is how you would do it. I don't have an example to show you, unless you're fine, YouTube friends, with just sitting in silence while I make 5 more of these. I'm just kidding. I can't sit in silence. Yeah, so that's how you make the diamond star.
Oh, you got me.
Help. All right. Y'all want to do butterfly with pleated wings next?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to pick...
Who knew origami was so much fun?
Ooh, you know what? I'm going to use this as a marketing opportunity. I have picked this paper. Why, you might ask? Because Finn's Place has been selected as a beneficiary of the Black Tie Organization, and these look like little bow ties. So I want to use this as an opportunity to tell you to support us as we sign up for Black Tie. How can you support us, you ask? Well, you can purchase a seat for $500 for those of you that have a lot of disposable income. Or you can donate to the raffle, which is $100 for the chance to win $46,000 towards the Mercedes-Benz of your choice. Or if you know any businesses that you frequent, you can ask if they want to donate to our silent auction. Yeah. Doing a thumbs up, but to myself because you couldn't see it. Also, if you're like, I'm too poor to do any of those things, just share the word that Finn's Place is a beneficiary. Some of you don't even know people with money.
It's true.
It's true.
So, letting them know. Sharing is caring. You're about to see a bunch of thank you posts on Finn's Instagram next week for all the different independent bookstores that have supported Finn's Place in getting silent auction items. Support your local independent bookstore. It's rare to find a bookstore that does not support the LGBTQ community.
It's a little crazy how education and supporting of human rights go hand in hand.
It's
wild.
So true. Obviously, if you read a lot of books and don't support the LGBTQ community, please feel free to not drop into my chat. All right, I need that back because I actually don't know how to do this one. This is going to be a learning process for everyone, which is great because it means I'll probably go slower. I have a tendency to just run through stuff.
I think that one was at a good pace. That
Okay,
last one.
cool.
We got it. We did it.
There it is. Okay. So, cool. So we're going to start with the pattern side down, very similar to last time. And we're going to valley fold the paper in half. We are just doing a 1 fold this time. I know last time we did the whole base. When I'm doing a valley fold, what I like to do is crease the edges and then crease the middle.
I'm changing my mind. I want it differently.
That's totally fine.
Oh, wow.
So we've got a nice valley fold, so creased. All right. So next, we're gonna make some pleats. We do that by alternating between valley folds and mountain folds. This wants 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pleats. So that's good because it means that you can just divide things in half over and over and over again. So bring it to the middle.
Bring it to the bridge.
I feel like you're the comedic relief for the live streams, Rose.
It's an important job.
That's all I know.
Okay. So once you've done that, unfold it. And then you're going to fold it to that line that you've already made. Squeak. This paper is so squeaky.
Yeah.
We also have regular origami paper that is squeak-free if the squeaking bothers you. I don't know. Maybe this is an ASMR thing. I don't do that. Okay. So once you've done that crease, now roll, and then roll one more time, and that way you have 4 equidistant pleats. Well, no, creases. You haven't made the pleats yet because you have to then fold it in half. Roll. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Okay.
Do what I ask you to.
So now that you've got this, I like flipping it over. A mountain fold is just a valley fold from the other direction, and valley folds are easier. So flip it over and then fold it to that nice line you made.
And we're doing it.
And then do it again. Fold it over to the nice line you made. And then do it again. Fold it over to the nice line you made until you've got your pleats. So you've got your beautiful pleats. I feel so close to the camera right now. Should I be whispering? Am I too loud?
There you go. You should do ASMR.
Vince Place ASMR.
Yes.
As someone who doesn't enjoy ASMR, I would feel super weird doing ASMR because I don't get the appeal. I would need coaching on what is ASMR and why. One thing that's important about this, which you might have already noticed, we are only pleating half the paper, so don't keep going. Pleats are really beneficial for a lot of different things because they give you a lot of different folds to work with. So if you're seeing really complicated origami, then usually you'll see a lot of these really tiny folds because it gives you a lot of bends to work with to make more complicated shapes. But we're not really doing a complicated shape. Okay. We'll hope that this is right. Okay, so we want to flip it over. Oh, okay. You've got your pleats, and I just did the opposite. Do this. So you can't see your pleats anymore. They're hidden. Secret pleats.
Oh, okay. I understand.
Okay, so now you are going to take the top corners and actually, it doesn't want us to do that. So now you're going to take the top corner and bring it down. You want to see your pleats. You want to be folding all of the pleats together as if they are just one piece.
One piece.
Yeah. All 2,000 episodes. Exactly. It's one piece a whole bunch of pleats, but we're treating it as a single series.
As long as we don't have to watch the filler pleats.
Squeaky, squeaky. Squeaky, squeaky. I assume ASMR includes random squeaking noises, right?
I mean,
Squeaky, squeaky.
Maybe.
I'm starting to learn ASMR just involves like whatever.
As long as it's a sound.
somebody will like it.
As long as it's a sound. Okay, so now we're gonna like Always Sunny and Flipadelphia.
And we'll make you watch that episode.
I truly have to, as someone who uses Flipadelphia in so much conversation. It's one of my favorite things to say. Okali dokali.
Yeah, I love that band.
So now we flipped it over. And then we're going to take these corners and fold it up. You should see a little tail. Need to move my fat fingers so that you can see the whole thing. This feels like ASMR.
I bet there is origami ASMR out there.
I bet.
I finally found some ASMR for you.
Yeah, I can do it. All right. So once you've got your square, you're going to turn it into a more different square by making 2 triangles. So then you fold down and fold down. I'm starting to feel like I'm not going to have any pattern. I feel like hey. Oh well. If this doesn't turn out to have any pattern, just do everything I just did, but in reverse.
It's just that easy.
Okay. So then it says unfold those folds. So just flirp. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so now you've got creases. What you're going to do is you want to turn it into a square, but a more different square. And the way that you do that is by just tucking those little triangles that you made inside. So like that.
Practice safe tucking folks.
Yes. Would have saved the pole vaulter's
No,
career.
it's so true. Even though he's getting offered deals to make adult content now.
Oh my gosh. Of course he is.
Wait, did I miss something? Is there something?
A pole
Olympics.
vaulter failed his pole vault because his big old dong hit the thing
And
that
knocked
you
it
jump over.
Oh.
And you can see it. Like it is very
That is a thing.
it's basically porn.
Yikes. I'd hate to be that guy right
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like that would have hurt.
now. And very embarrassing.
I mean, luckily, I think,
It's not the worst problem to have.
yeah, a lot of people are like, he's just going to be known as the guy whose huge dong ruined his chances of
You
Olympic
just see
gold.
him
So, like,
drinking at a bar, just like sad, depressed, and the bartender's like, "Why the long face?" You're just like, "My dick's too big."
Yeah. Is this what you want? Truly? Make diagonal folds using existing crease lines. That's easy enough. But then you want to fold down the... Oh, you just want to make a hole? Okay. I'm learning this as I go. So, and I still truly believe we will not have a design on our Okay. So you've got your little. You've already got these. They already want to come up. So just let them. Just help them up. Be like, okay, we can do what you want. And then you're gonna take this triangle and you're gonna come over, and you're just gonna make a very small triangle.
I feel like this is getting into the territory where we need like bamboo sticks.
Yeah, it's getting quite small. Okay, fold the upper layer along the dotted lines. Mountain and valley fold along the dotted lines. Yeah. Okay. So what you're gonna do? Oh, I turned off the live stream.
Rip.
No, I didn't. I just opened a new. Okay. Cool. Okay, trying again. So, if you were to divide this in half conceptually, divide it in half conceptually, where you are, where you're doing that. What in God's name do you want? There's only one dotted line that you're showing me. This doesn't make. Okay. I think I know what it wants. I don't like it. Okay. So first you're doing that, where it's like got your little triangle on top, and then we've got our pleats. You're gonna fold it up over the pleats to where the pleat is the end.
Am I supposed to have a little bit of the triangle hanging over?
That's an excellent question. I think I know the answer too. The answer, I think, is yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I said fold it in half, but I'm a liar. Don't listen to me. Fold it in half.
Just a little bit of the triangle.
So that fold it in thirds. So you've got the triangle out. Okay.
And then what
So
do I need?
then fold your triangle over so that the pleats are the end game.
Like on this side, I guess we're to the pleats.
Then you're going to fold it over again. Is this correct? Yes. Where to give it like a little tiny arm. Like these. Yeah, show the camera. Like these. See how little and tiny this arm is? It's like a T-Rex arm. And then guess what? Do it on the other side.
Like this?
Yeah, perfect.
Cool.
Okay. What the actual butts?
What in the Sigma?
What this thing was. Oh, what? How did that happen?
I think we did something wrong.
It looks like a moth, though,
Yeah, it does look like a moth.
which I'm not mad about.
It doesn't look like it's supposed to look, but it does look like a cute moth.
How did he just pulled the wing?
Yeah, just pull, and then it makes a cute little moth, and it's stuck. It's not supposed to be stuck.
We're stuck.
All right, and then we've got a little moth that can stand up all by itself. And you can see the pattern on the wings, which I think is the important part. How do I do this? Yeah, definitely not that way. That's worse. So I kind of like this cute little moth, even though it's not right. All right,
Yeah,
if you're like, how dare you do this wrong? I know how to do this right. Then feel free to come to Finn's place and show me up. I'm always happy to learn. But for now, we just got these cute little moths.
Real.
All right. Perfect.
Mission successfully failed.
Yes, absolutely. It's like whoop whoop whoop. Okay. All right. Is there any other origami y'all are interested in making?
Can I do the tie?
Absolutely, we can do the tie.
It doesn't
Here.
seem very hard.
Scoot, scoot, scoot.
This is an example of all the origami that we have instructions for. And guess what, y'all? We have internet at Finn's place, so really you have the whole world.
It's true.
Yeah, that's so crazy. Can we do the world as origami?
The what?
Can we do like the world as an origami?
Oh yeah, like a whole planet.
Yeah.
Sure. No.
You
right.
probably just
First-
take a paper and just.
First, we're gonna do tie. So let me figure out what paper I want to use.
Ties, just like the black tie event that Finn's place is hosting.
Perfect. Thank you, Rose. Feel free to grab whatever paper you want to use. Also, just a reminder, you don't have to use this paper. We also have colored paper. And if we run out of colored paper, maybe I'll go get more patterned paper because it costs $129 at your local dye show.
Yeah.
Nice.
God bless Dyson.
God bless dye show. I don't know why I'm doing this diagonal fold first. I have no idea if a diagonal fold is required. I just love diagonal folds. It's very fun.
Do you need it or you can use that one?
Sorry, YouTube. Didn't mean to shake the camera there. Okay. All right. Let's see if we can do it. Feel like the answer is yes. I think I've made a type before, but it's been a long time. Diagonal fold is not required this time. Okay. Oh, just kidding. That's not what that means, but okay. So, what you want to do is touch tips and then crease right in the middle, but you don't want to do a full all across. You just want a little
crease.
The little crease. It's a mountain. It doesn't tell me which side is facing up, so we're going to assume the pattern side is facing up. It says to do a mountain fold, which means you want to do a valley fold if you have the other side facing up. And also because valley folds are better.
Are we doing that for both or just one?
Yeah, both sides. So you want to get like a nice little X in the middle. So we've got our nice little X. And as you can see, I already started doing a diagonal fold here for no reason other than my fingers wanted something to do. Don't do that. All right. Why did we do that? Because we want a nice little marker to show us where to bring our tips. So we want to, again, touch tips, but in a different way. This time, we're going to have them kiss in the center. Mwah. Just a little peck. It's very will they, won't they?
This is a family-friendly channel. They leave room for Jesus.
I specifically marked this content as not family friendly because I have no ability to censor what anyone else.
Well, you're telling me when you were playing Spice Finger Severance, that was marked as not family friendly.
It was marked as not family. Crease, crease, crease.
Do we do all sides or just the two?
Just the two.
Okay.
Nope.
No, you're. Oh, you got excited. Okay, so now we've got these lines. Now they're gonna kiss.
Lots of kissing on this one.
Lots of kissing. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Ew, gross, says I. Squeak, squeak, squeak. Squeak, squeakums.
That's not squeaking, that's the sound of them kissing.
Ew. Okay. All right. And then you're going to tuck this tip in. It's got a nice little, you're going to make a nice little envelope. All right, Philadelphia. You've still got your little crease that tells you where the center is. You're going to take this and fold it all the way to the center. Like these. And then you're going to fold it back, but you're not going to fold it back all the way. You're going to go to just this triangle part. So this triangle part's going to go over here. So you've got a nice little shoulder tie. Oh, but look, it lines up so well.
Make sure folding it up to the top.
So it'll look, actually, I'm going to go a little bit further because I want some stuff to play with on the other side. So see, you can see your little envelope side when you flip it over. This is going to be the top knot part of your tie, so that can maybe help you determine how much you want to fold it back, because you've got some room to play. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you want this part to meet in the center. Don't focus too much on folding this part. You want it to stay sort of unfolded, but to crease the top, you need to crease it a little. And you want them to meet in the center, so they are also kissing. Mwah. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Squeak, squeak, squeak. I forgot that was their kissing noise. And then let it unfold. They're just kissing a little bit.
So, like,
Like just rectangle.
Yeah, you just want to make a little.
like this.
Yes,
Ah,
exactly.
The top bit. Or crease the top bit. Okay.
All right. So now you've got this corner right here, and you've got this fold right here. You are just going to fold diagonally so that they reach each other. So that should be the line that you're making. And then this will naturally fold because you've already folded it to make it kiss, and that'll fold vertically. So this should already fold along the crease that you've already made, and this is folding diagonally from this corner to where you initially folded it. And I told you were going to have to make a little crease, just a little. And then guess what? Flip it over, do it on the other side. I'm not saying duh like you should know that already. I'm just holding out the side.
Got it.
So already you've got like a very nice tie, but we're gonna give it that prototypical knot at the top. And the way we do that is, oh, that's easy. Okay. So, blurp, blurp, blurp. It's just nice. So, you've got this little folded over part. You're going to say, just kidding, you're not going to be folded over anymore. And you're just going to squash it to make a triangle. And boom, it's a tie. So you had it was straight up and down, folded over. And you just say, even out. Exactly. Exactly. And then squash, 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 squash. And then when you flip it over, you've got your little knot at the top, your little Windsor, and you've got your tie. And you can attach it to your paper suit. All right.
Yay.
So again, all of these different things can be found in the origami journal, except for the moth technically, because we did it wrong. So if you want to do it correctly, you can find it in the origami journal. And if you want to do it wrong, like we did, you can come here. Thank you for joining us. Goodbye.
Ciao.